What you saying, ladies and gents? It is your boy Buckethatsam, and we are back again today with another video. And today we are doing our Game Week 25 Premier League predictions. But before I start, we've got a twist. From now on, every week we'll be getting on a special guest to battle it out to see who can get the most Game Week predictions right. And this week we've got a very special guest. I am so happy to say we've got Toubian Talks Footy. The link to his YouTube channel will be in the description below. So let's get right into it. Roll that intro. And now for our first game, where 12th place Wolves host 11th place Leeds. And the thing is with Leeds, they are the most inconsistent side in the world, just in the universe. The thing is with Leeds, they've won 10 games and lost 11, but have only drawn 2. That is the joint least amount of draws in the league. The thing is with Leeds, they're either up here or they're down here. They're going to beat you 5-0 or they're going to lose 5-0. They've been smacked by some sides which you really wouldn't expect. But they're coming up against a Wolves side now who have picked up their form in recent weeks. Now, the thing is, they're unbeaten in 3 games and they've showed resilience against Southampton and against Leicester and other sides. So for me, I think this will be a really interesting game to watch. I am going to go for a 1-1 draw.
Right lads, how are we doing? It is Aaron here from Toubian Talks Footy on the Buckethatsam YouTube channel. It is an absolute pleasure to be bringing you my Premier League Game Week 25 predictions. Sam, I am predicting every single bloody game correctly this weekend, and we start at Molineux. Wolves host Leeds. Leeds are inconsistent FC. They've just lost, so they're going to win. They're going to absolutely trounce Wolves by 3-0.
And now on to our second game, where 4th place Chelsea travel to the St Mary's to play 13th place Southampton. And I really feel for Southampton. Chelsea have come at a really bad point for them. They have now lost 6 games in a row. It's the worst run in the club's league football history. It is awful, and they've conceded 20 goals now in the last 6 games. That's 3.3 per game. It's mind-blowing. It's insane. The free-falling side were once, not that long ago, we're looking at Champions League spots. They're now 13th in the league, and they're coming against a Chelsea side now who are banging form with 4 wins on the bounce. And since Tuchel's come in, they have only conceded 1 goal in the league, and that was an own goal. So I think Chelsea can get another clean sheet today. I can't see them losing, so I'm going to go for a 2-0 Chelsea away win.
Saturday's early kickoff comes from St Mary's. Southampton lost every single game they've played in the Premier League in 2021. Chelsea, Thomas Tuchel's Blues going really well at the moment. Only conceded 1 goal so far in Tuchel's reign. They'll concede 1 again here, but will come away 2-1 winners.
And now on to our next game, where 19th place in the league, West Bromwich Albion travel to 15th in the league, Burnley. And this should be a brilliant game of football to watch. Both of them play brilliant ball. Pep has learned everything off both the managers, Sean Dyche and Sam Allardyce. Who am I kidding? It's going to be long ball football, proper Brexit football from both sides. And the thing is, West Brom are desperate for points now. They are 12 points adrift at the bottom now, and Big Sam needs results and needs results fast. He needs wins. West Brom fans are desperate, but against a Burnley side now who have just come off the back of a brilliant win against Crystal Palace, and they've just drawn actually tonight with Fulham. A brilliant result for them again. The thing is, they just don't seem like they're going to lose. So for me, I'm going to go for a 1-1 dull draw.
Now, my next prediction is another 2-1 away win. I'm backing Sam Allardyce's baggies, West Brom boys. Sam will be happy with this. Burnley 1, West Brom 2. Burnley will be shattered after a match against Fulham on Wednesday, which is currently happening as I'm filming this. Currently 0-0, but Burnley will be done. West Brom for the win.
And now onto our biggest game of the week in my opinion. It's the Merseyside Derby, where 7th place Everton travel to 6th place Liverpool. And the biggest part of this game is Everton have a game in hand. So who knows, they could leapfrog the side in the next coming weeks. We'll have to wait and see. But the thing is, for Everton, they are now winners in the last 20 travels to Liverpool. That is insane. The thing is, and I can't see them doing it again. Liverpool off the back have a brilliant win against RB Leipzig in the Champions League. Kabak looked brilliant. Alisson looked back. So for me, I think they're just going to edge this. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 Liverpool home win.
Now it is the first of 4 local derbies this weekend. Absolutely class. we got the Merseyside Derby, which is the game I'm predicting. West Ham v Spurs, Aston Villa v Leicester, and Brighton v Palace. But my score prediction for the Merseyside Derby is Liverpool to scrape a win, 2-1. Everton playing City later today. Massive game for them. If Everton are without Dominic Calvert-Lewin again here, there could be massive problems, but 2-1 to the Reds.
Can I just say one thing on behalf of all of the Midlands people? I have just seen Toubian say that Villa versus Leicester is a derby. And anyone who's from the Midlands, you know, I'm sorry Toubian, and I know you're a guest on the show, but that is not a Midlands derby. Let me know in the comment section below if you agree with Toubian or if you agree with me. Let me know in the comment sections below. Anyway, let's get back to the predictions. Now, on to our next game. A huge bottom of the table clash where 20th place Sheffield United travel to 18th place Fulham. This is a huge clash for both sides, with Sheffield United now 14 points off getting out of the relegation zone and Fulham being 6. So it's huge for both sides for their survival. And I think if Chris Wilder's side don't get a win here, I do think it's definitely them going down. I'm sorry, Sheffield United fans. I know you're still hopeful, but I cannot see it happening. And the thing is, I've been moaning a lot about Fulham in recent weeks, and I thought I'd just give you this stat. After Fulham went 196 home league games without a 0-0 draw, but in the last 6 games at home, they have drawn 3 of them 0-0. That is insane. They absolutely love it, as I've said before. But I can't see it being another 0-0 draw. Both sides require a win. They need it. But I do think Fulham will just about edge this game. I'm going to go for a 1-0 Fulham home win.
Now, Saturday's late kickoff. Fulham obviously playing in midweek, as I said. Sheffield United will come to West London and bag a score draw. 1-1, I'm saying.
Now on to our next game, which again is another big derby. It's West Ham, 5th in the league, against Tottenham. And the thing is, West Ham now are already 3 points better off than they were last season. Brilliant form for them. They are now unbeaten in their last 3 games against the Tottenham side, who have lost 4 in their last 5 games. Mourinho really needs points, and points fast, to try and get that Europa League qualification, or even Champions League. Who knows, this season has been bizarre and there have been crazier things to happen. But I do think Tottenham, I just have a sneaky feeling, I don't know why, and I've done it in the last few weeks, I've backed them and they just slapped me in the face. But I do think Tottenham might get a sneaky win here. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 away Tottenham win.
Now, could this be one of the games of the weekend? In my opinion, it will be the game of the weekend. We all know what happened last time Spurs played West Ham. Lanzini! Hoping for some more magic like that in this one. As an Arsenal fan, I love nothing more. My score prediction is West Ham 3, Tottenham 2.
And now on to our next game, where 8th place Villa host 3rd place Leicester, and Leicester will be travelling with bags full of confidence, and I mean bags, just loads of it. They are now unbeaten in the last 3 games, and they're really making the top 3 push. They're the only side recently who've really been pushing Man City and Manchester United against a Villa side now. And before I go into Villa, one thing I want to say is Concert. Wow, this guy needs to be near that England squad. The player has got more blocks than any other player in the league, and he is brilliant. Gareth Southgate, get his number and get him in that squad. He has to go to the Euros. But yes, the Villa have looked absolutely insane this season compared to last, and they have got 2 games in hand on all the sides around them, and they're only 10 points off Leicester, so they could really mount a good climb and a push for European football. But for me, I do think Leicester will just edge this game. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 away Leicester win.
Now, the third out of 4 derbies this weekend comes from Villa Park. It's a Midlands derby. Brendan Rodgers, Leicester go to Villa Park, and I'm predicting a 6-goal thriller. Villa 2, Leicester 4. James Maddison and Jamie Vardy to run absolute riot.
And now onto our next game, where the robot winning side Manchester City travel to 10th place Arsenal. And the thing is, Manchester City, I'm convinced that side are just all robots, and they are programmed to win and not concede. The side are just unreal. They've literally just walked past Everton tonight. I know it did help with Pickford with his little hands again, But Man City are just insane. They've walked through every team. They are just on another level this season, and I can't see anybody stopping them against an Arsenal side who they love to play against. Arsenal have lost their last 7 games against Manchester City. It's their second worst run against any side in the league in their history. Wow, I know. And it's really not looking good for them. I can't see them beating Man City. I'm sorry, Toubian. I know you're a big Arsenal fan. I know you're a big Gooner. But I do think Man City are going to dominate you this weekend. So I'm going to go for a 3-0 Man City away win.
And now, the prediction I think it's safe to say I have not been most looking forward to. I'm just going to put it straight out there. Arsenal 1, Manchester City 3. Nothing else left to say.
And now onto our next game, where 17th place Newcastle travel to Old Trafford to face 2nd place Manchester United. And I said it last week and it came true. I told you Newcastle will not score because Callum Wilson is injured and he has scored 40% of Newcastle's 25 goals this season. And they will not score at Old Trafford either. They have only got Joe Linton and Andy Carroll and Dwight Gale to fill that striker spot. And I know they've been linked with Daniel Sturridge in the last couple of days, but that's not going to help really, is it? The player's a has-been. He's not going to do anything there. But they're playing against the Manchester United side, who've actually struggled to get wins in recent weeks. Yes, they're unbeaten in the last 4 games, but they've got 3 draws in the last 4 games. But I do think it's a good time for them to play Newcastle, and I think they're going to turn that form around and get a big win against the side. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 Man United home win.
Final game of Sunday and the penultimate game of this Premier League Gameweek 25 weekend. Manchester United host Steve Bruce's Newcastle. This is a must win for United, even if they want to finish in the top 4. I think they'll win it, but we'll just scrape it. 3-2.
And now onto our next game, where 16th place Brighton host 14th place Palace, and this is the M23 Derby. And I really want to, after COVID, go to one of these games because the atmosphere is electric. The 2 fans despise each other, and this is a proper derby, one of the biggest derbies in fact in the league. I cannot wait for this game. This should be a brilliant game. With Brighton now, if they win, they will leapfrog Palace. The 3 points separate the 2 sides, with Brighton having a better goal difference. And the thing is, I've had Sanchez in my fantasy team now for quite a few weeks. He's got 5 clean sheets his last 6 games for Brighton. There's a little tip for you. Whack him in his team, and I think he's going to get another clean sheet this week. I'm going to go for a 1-0 Brighton home win.
And the final game of this lovely, lovely Premier League weekend is the M25 Derby. Very, very not local. Some people may not call it a derby, but I do, and I think it's very underrated, and it's a shame that the fans won't be there at the Amex. Sussex plays Croydon, Brighton v Palace, Graham Potter v Roy Hodgson, score draw 1-1. Brighton will have all the chances, but will just not be clinical enough. That now is the end of these predictions. Thank you ever so much, Sam, for having me on the channel. I'll see you very shortly in the future. Who knows? Stay tuned. Bye-bye, lads. Bye-bye.
And that's it for me and Toubian Talks Footy predictions. He has made some big controversial scores, especially that Leicester game. That is a huge prediction. But a big thank you for watching, guys. Please go check Toubian Talks Footy out. Go like his videos. Go subscribe to him and subscribe to me. Big thanks for watching, guys. Let's see who wins. And to be honest, we all know I'm going to win. But let's just be kind to Toubian before he loses. Big thanks for watching, guys. Bucketheadsam, over and out.